Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, y'all. Let's go, let's go. Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing all right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got 98 days. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Come on, good evening, everybody. Share this with your friends. Let's go. Let's go. Good evening, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Becky? What's up, Tokyo Drift? Let's go. What's up, Greg? Let's go, y'all. My crew will be here in a few minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Good evening, everybody. What's up, Silva? Mo Better. Let's go. Let's go, Mo Better on the black hand side. Let's go. What's up, Mo Better?
What's good with it, Doc?
What's up, Coach? Coach to be Mo Better. How are you, my friend?
Man, I'm
Hey,
tired.
Kamala.
Tired as a
You tired?
tired
You
as a
tired? You
one-headed monkey.
what you tired from?
So on today, my God.
Talk to us.
Hang on, let me get this camera on. So, yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing my dignitary thing. I was at City Hall
Right.
today for a presentation of a proclamation for Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mayor Whitmire. Yes, yes. Tomorrow at the Sigma Gamma Rho opening public meeting, Kamala will be speaking.
Yes, awesome, awesome. So yeah, she just got off of a live on Instagram. She's in Atlanta, Georgia this
Mhm.
evening, and just a phenomenal speaker, phenomenal speaker. Well, I'm proud of you, Mo Better.
Thank you. And y'all, listen, I got an idea. I'm gonna do. So you remember Obama had Luther the anger translator?
Yeah, okay. I already know where you're going. I know where you're going, Mo.
It's, it's coming.
I can't be bothered with Mo tonight. I cannot be bothered with Mo tonight.
I know. I know. Well, Sneaky, let's hear how your week has been. It's been a fact. I did an interview for my show on my independent network, and the gentleman I interviewed yesterday says we have lived 9 months in 7 days.
Bruh, bruh, bruh.
Bruh.
Listen,
Yeah.
Gen Xers, listen, I said this before. I'm tired of first shit. Listen, I just want to, it's an easy life. Don't give me no more historicals. Don't just, shit.
I know. We tired of first. Well, Sneaky, how you doing? How's your mental? Then we want to hear from Bougie Bree. We haven't heard from her in a minute, so we got to hear from Bougie. We got a couple of guests supposed to be coming tonight to sit on the hot seat, so we'll see. But Sneaky, how you doing, young man?
Oh, I'm doing good. Can y'all hear me? Hopefully you can.
We hear you loud and clear, sir.
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm sitting at about a 95 just because I am. I'm home. My grandbaby, my wife. We got, we're renovating the rental property that's about to get moved into. So everything's good to go. But I'm not tired of first because I'm waiting for that first freaking female president. I'm not tired of historical making stuff. I'm tired of stupid history, yeah. But this
Yeah.
profound stuff, yeah, I'm on board for it.
You on board? Well, Bougie, how you doing? Then we're gonna hear from Coach Angel. But Bougie, how you been? You got a lot to update us on. But how are you,
Listen,
Bougie?
I'm not being bothered with you tonight, Dr. Sims. I can't be bothered with you tonight. Mo, congratulations, Mo. Congratulations. For real. Because
Give him
Mo and I
some
live
love,
in the same
Sneak.
time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Mo and I live in the same state. Mo Whitmire is amazing. He's an amazing man. So I'm very proud of you and doing your thing there. I personally am doing okay. I'm still trying to recover from the storm. FEMA supposed to come see about me
Yeah.
tomorrow. Things like this here. The love life, we will talk about it another time, but I had to check somebody before they wreck somebody. So, but I'm here
That's
for I was
good.
on the call. I was on the call. I was on the live. I saw most of it. And we've got a lot of good stuff to talk about tonight. Angel, what's going
Yes,
on
we
over there?
do. Yes, we do. Hey, come on, Angel. Talk to us, Angel. We're gonna let Sneaky and
Oh,
Bougie
wait.
lead this
Hold up.
conversation, and then
Yeah,
go
she
ahead. Go
calling
ahead,
a
Mo.
timeout.
Hold up. I know we don't have 31 people sitting in this room and we sitting at 0 likes. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We
You
not
better
getting
tap
to say
that
not one
screen.
more word until y'all get to tapping this screen and we get to at least 500 likes. I don't
If
Come
you
on.
not tapping, you slacking. If you not tapping, you slacking.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let's give them some tapping music.
Look, everybody on mute. Tap, tap, tap,
They're
tap.
not like
Tapping on the beat. Tapping on the beat. I know y'all didn't think y'all was gonna come in here and get this mouth conversation for nothing. Tapping on the beat.
Let's tap that screen. Let's tap
Tapping on
that
the
screen.
beat. Okay, y'all better get this to
hey,
one
hey,
thing
Bree.
before y'all
Hey,
get
Bree.
any
You can
more.
rap a little bit.
Man, you
Hey
don't know
y'all.
all my talents. I'm very talented.
Y'all in here playing with my emotions. Like we up in here for nothing for play. Mm.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Y'all get there.
Hey, Coach
They not
I.
like us. They not like us.
Let's tap that screen, y'all.
Tapping on the beat. But a good
Uh,
time. Tap it like it's the voting button in November.
That's right. That's right. Woo! Thank you for the love.
God.
It's gonna get in the more you tap in.
Okay, let's get it. Let's get it.
Tap it like you know it.
There we
That's
go.
what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Okay, Coach Angel and Coach Indy, how y'all doing? How's y'all mental? And did you get a chance to listen to Vice President Kamala Harris tonight?
Yeah, I logged in. I heard her from jump. Very energized. I'm digging it. And my mental, I'm at about a 12. No complaints. Work is crazy, but hey, you see my background? That
We
means
see
I'm
you.
in my office.
Okay,
It means I
now.
finally got it set up. It's been a month. It's
Well,
been
we
a
we
month,
got
but
a
I've
we
been.
got a lot of we got a lot of new people in here. Kind of give them a quick backstory because a lot of people don't know what has transpired in the last 21 days. So, good evening again, everybody. Mo is our introducer and she's our moderator. She's our timekeeper tonight. She's going to stay on you to hit that screen because we want about 50,000 likes tonight. I know that's a lot, but not really a lot because there's a lot of wonderful people in here. So, Coach Andy, before we go to Coach India, remind everybody what has transpired in the last 21 days, and it's a first for you.
It is a first for me. I bought my first home. So I moved here to North Carolina 3 years ago out of California because buying a home there as a single person was not going to happen. Came here within 3 years. So I got here just serendipitously, I have to tell this. I got here July 1st, 2021. I moved into my home that I purchased, my whole last house that I purchased by myself on July 1st of this year. So it was exactly 3 years.
There you go. There you go.
And I had COVID. COVID's a real thing. Had all kinds of complications, had tachycardia afterwards. And then they put me on, I'm feeling 99% better now, but that's because they put me on 40 milligrams of prednisone because I already have autoimmune stuff. So it caused a major flare up in my system that caused my heart rate to be very, very high. So yes, I am all better and I'm in my office. I finally am well enough that I unpacked 90% of my stuff because it's been for the last 21 days, it's been sitting in boxes.
You find it well enough. All right.
So yeah, so all is well. Work is crazy, but all is well.
Nice.
All is well. Work is crazy. So, Coach India, how are you?
You on mute?
You're on mute, babes.
You're on mute, friend. Get your life together.
Come on,
It is
Coach.
so together. I thought I was off.
Love
How y'all
you.
doing? How y'all
Come
doing?
on.
I am doing well. I was excited to see. I was confused. I thought the call was going to be more of a Zoom thing, but
I did
whatever.
too. I did too.
I watched that. I watched the rest of the rally, what they were showing afterwards, Stacey Abrams and all of that. And
Yeah.
I'm just excited about everything. And I cannot wait for her to be president.
Amen.
Hey,
Absolutely.
man. All right, everybody, when it's your turn to speak, we're going to get 2 minutes, and Mo is on the timepiece. And when Mo says time, I need you to be a sweet, compassionate, obedient, and relinquish your 2 minutes. So everybody should have
Who gonna
something that
time Mo? Who gonna
just
time
say,
Mo's ass?
I can time
well,
myself.
I got Mo. I control the moderator.
Okay, well get Mo. Somebody get Mo. And you know I ain't wrong.
I got
Listen,
Mo. I got Mo.
one thing I have never ever been accused of is shorting anybody on anything.
I know
Time.
you not. I'm concerned about you and your time, my friend. Okay, let's get it started. I'm back listening to you.
Don't.
Okay, we're gonna let Sneaky kind of lead the conversation. So, Sneaky, why should anybody? Let's have it open ended to this evening. Give a 2 minutes. I want everybody to give a 2 minute commercial. Why should anybody vote for Vice President Kamala Harris? And Sneaky, you lead the conversation.
Well, one, I think you should vote for her because of her experience. All right. I mean, she's a litigator, a lawyer. All right. I'm sorry, an attorney.
There you
All
go.
right. She's an attorney. There's a difference between a lawyer and an attorney. So one, she was an attorney and an accomplished one. Then she was a district attorney, an accomplished one. All right. Um, from there, she got into politics. She's a senator, I do believe.
That's right.
And once she was in the Senate, she did herself run for president. She didn't make it through the primaries because Joe Biden jumped in and took over, right? He did his
That's right.
thing. But he was wise enough to bring her in as a vice president. And I said this
That's right.
before, when you select a vice president, you want to select somebody that's going to expand your base. Okay? Joe Biden already had the Obama coalition behind him. He already had the traditional Democrats behind him. But once he brought in a dark skinned, I'm not going to say African, I'll say a black woman. I ain't going to say African American because it's the whole Jamaica and Indian thing. Brought in a black woman, okay, expanded the base. You automatically going to bring in some of the woman vote. You're going to bring in the black women vote. You with me? And then you're going to bring in some of the AAPI, all of that. He expanded his base and it proved to be successful. As opposed to the other team when you got MAGA white dude and his running place is a MAGA white dude. Anyway, wasted pick.
We'll pull
Tell me how
that
you
thread
really
in a little
feel.
bit, Sneaky. We'll
Yeah,
chase that rabbit in a minute.
yeah, got you. And then um, once again, Joe Biden, based on a lot of pressure, but it was ultimately his decision to bring in her because of the experience she had in the White House. Now she's been endorsed by everyone of importance, and yeah, that's why she should be nominated for, and she should hopefully win. And it looks like the momentum's behind her, and everybody needs to get on the train, get behind her, push her over the finish line, so we can have the first female president of the United States. That's my commercial.
Bougie Bree, why should anybody vote for Vice President Kamala Harris for the 47th president of the US of A?
If anything, if you're gonna vote, okay, and you don't necessarily, if you don't want to vote for Donald Trump, don't vote for her. That's at least, at minimum. You see what I'm saying? At
Right.
minimum. If you don't like him, vote for her. That's the least you can do for your country. If you don't vote at all, you need to shut the fuck up. Also, don't throw your vote away on an independent. Don't do that.
That's
If it's an
right.
independent, it's not going to win. It's a wasted vote. It messes up the whole system. I'm sorry that it's a bipartisan system. That's what we're working with right now. What I saw tonight was charismatic. She was lovely. She was dressed well. She carried herself well. And she came in there and she owned that damn room. I
She
also
sure
want to point
did.
out that she brought in Quavo. And Quavo is somebody. And I love me some Quavo. Okay. I just need to let you know that. Okay.
Yes,
So
it.
she comes with experience. And she's not only going to pull the Democrat vote, the black vote, but she's going to bring in our white women supporters too. And
Hispanic
that's what we,
vote.
and our Hispanic women vote. She's going to bring in our women, the ones that are lingering and don't want, the ones who want their right to their bodies. When they wasn't with us then, all of a sudden they're going to be with us now. And I'm just telling it like it is. She talked about our LGBTQ having the right to be who they are, where they are, and who they want to be with. Very important to me personally. And so she talked about inclusivity, all of the things that we need in order to drive this country forward. She talked about those things. And I think it's a reality. And I think it's something we can accomplish as a team. And I suggest you go out and find something to do. I suggest you donate your time, find a way to contribute to the campaign. That's what I got.
That's good. So Coach Angel, answer it this way. Go ahead, Mo.
Real quick, I wanted to ask, especially the ladies, but everybody, did y'all see the Barbie movie?
No, I did not. My friend did, but I did not.
Marie, Coach India?
No.
No, I didn't.
Shit. Okay, I had a great reference, but never mind.
Shit, I saw it. I saw it.
I got that on my list. Dog, hey, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch that.
I wanted to draw the correlation in the movie to how the white Barbie had to go to the real world in order to save herself. But she had to be forced to by weird Barbie because it was to save all of Barbie world, but she only wanted to fix herself at first. While he saved women. And the president of Barbie world is Issa Rae.
You sound a little muted, Mo.
The president of Barbie world was Issa Rae. So think about her. If you layered in the context and think about how we're running today.
That's good. That's good.
Art imitates life sometimes.
That's a good point.
Absolutely.
That at this point, everything was cool and going good until they got affected, and now they realize they have to go into the real world to fight for the good of everybody so that they can be fixed themselves.
Amen. Amen. That's good, Mo. So, Coach Angel, what do you say to people that say, "Well, y'all just voting her for her because she's a woman"? You do that one, and Coach India, y'all just voting for her because she's black. So Angel, you address woman, and India, you address black.
Yes, and
Just because she's a woman? No, I think she personally vote for her because she's the best person. Vote for her because she, regardless of color, regardless of sex, the fact that she wants to bring us back to our roots of freedoms and make it better than even it was before, like our traditional value, pieces of freedom, acting how, meaning in the sense how we're acting humanely to each other. I guess we're having a little bit of humanity with each other. It's almost like she wants to bring unity and humanity back to the United States because we have become such a divisive country since Trump. So for me, so I voted for her because she's a woman. But I'm also voting for her because of all these other things that I believe in, that I stand for. So, I think all women should have, full autonomy over their own body. It makes no sense that we would have to go back to pre-1920s. Like, it just makes no sense. And without us, this country doesn't grow. So think about that as well. Just my opinion. But yeah, so that's my 2 cents. It's probably a minute and a half, but there you go.
All right, Coach India, y'all just vote for her because she black. What do you say to those people?
Yes.
so
I didn't even get to press the button to start the timer. Damn.
so what?
Shit.
That's why you're not voting for her.
Okay.
Amen.
Because
That's
she's
good,
black,
Coach.
because she's a woman, and her credentials speak for itself. So for all the people who want to say, "Oh, she's not this, she's not that, if she's not qualified," shut up.
I think we struck a nerve on that part because I get a little offended because they told us the same thing when President Obama was running. Well, y'all are just voting for him because he's black. But that's why you are voting for him.
Yes.
Absolutely. And Google is your friend. So you can Google her record. Baby, the other guy is not even up to par with her, and he has already been president.
Well, now,
That's
if
a good point.
they say because she black, motherfuckers, I thought y'all didn't see color.
That's what they say.
That part.
That's what they say, Mo.
I want to jump in here real quick.
I'm sorry, Sneaky. Go
Let
ahead.
me go ahead, Sneak.
Oh, I mean, I'm just going to answer that question. If anybody comes to me and says, "Man, you just vote for her because she's black, just because she's a black woman," I'm gonna say, "Yeah, absolutely," and she's accomplished, and she's fine too. Absolutely. That don't take away from the rest of her qualifications.
Hey,
Yeah,
she can dance a little
absolutely.
bit. Hey, don't shake your head, Mo. She is cute. She is cute.
She is
Shit.
trying to tell. I mean, it
She's
is what she is.
charismatic.
She
Here's
is
my
very
thing with that,
charismatic.
though. And it really pisses me off for these MAGA fuckers to try to say that, because how dare you try to identify people in a community that you're not a part of, number one. Number two, that lets me know that you really can't identify people in a community to which you do not belong, because baby, D9, listen, as soon as you said AKA, baby, that's the past. Then she's AKA from Howard. Listen, Howard. And,
Come on.
and listen, it wasn't Divine 9 when she went over, baby. It was the Great 8. Okay, I'm Spring 96. Listen, let me tell you something. 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 It don't get no
Come on.
blacker than being a goddamn AKA from Howard.
Okay.
Hello.
The vetting.
Hello.
Listen, listen. I tell you what. I bet the fuck you won't say it in their face.
No,
Right.
you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that.
I would
I be daydreaming about.
a pink and green and some shit. I bet you won't.
I bet you won't.
I bet you won't.
I want to say something real quick. People in our moderators, let's just watch the comments because we got some people coming in here trying to make a mess. And someone said, "She's not black, she's mixed." You don't get to say that.
Thank
You
you.
don't get to say that.
We don't
And
care.
what does it matter? She's still
what-
more qualified than
No.
the former president and vice and his running mate put together. So
But
what
y'all
are you
wanted, let
talking
me say
about?
this, but y'all wanted us to be black when it was convenient for us to be black, right? So now we're mixed, right? Where everybody's mixed with something, motherfucker. Don't come in this goddamn, excuse me, Jesus. Come up in this like she's not black, she's mixed. Woo, woo, woo. If she is a black woman, we are voting for her, and that is all there is to it. And I don't give a shit if she was wearing a Superman coat last tonight. I'm gonna
Oh,
vote
let me
for her.
let me throw this in real quick, fast. The reason
She's
people say
tan.
stupid shit in the comments, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me
Shit
out.
right here.
Hear me out. The reason people type stupid shit in the comments so that they will distract you from your conversation.
I
That's
know.
right.
You just get on
We
my
were
nerves
talking
and
about
I want
something else.
something to know. I see you in the comments. I'm gonna come for your ass.
That's
Wait,
that's what they want you to do. We're talking about something important.
That's okay.
Yeah,
We at
yeah.
145.
Yeah.
Keep on
I
coming.
got a
Yeah.
sidebar.
Keep on coming.
So
Yeah.
You boosting our
Mo,
algorithm with
Mo.
your nonsense.
Okay, Mo, we got to throw the question to you. Why should anybody vote for Vice President Kamala Harris?
okay, I was gonna get to that, but I wanted to address something that Amory said. Talking about she bring us back to unity and humanity. I want to offer this because I want to push back on this. This country has never been about unity and humanity. That's not it wasn't founded on that. Let's start there.
Well, yes.
But, no. Okay, at best, because I make notes. It has at best offered tacit subterfuge. So, what I will say, in my opinion, that Kamala, so Obama was the tacit subterfuge. What I'm seeing, in my opinion, in my belief, is that Kamala is offering a transparency that has the possibility to get us there.
Okay. And my comparison also
That's
was
good.
taking us back to pre-Trump, not, and I agree with you. The country hasn't always had humility. It wasn't founded on humility. It was, I get that. I fully understand that. But it just feels like it's getting more aligned with real humanity, like amongst each other. Like, I see you, you see me, but it's not about, okay, she's a black woman, I'm a white woman, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, I think you framed it perfectly when you said it was a transparency. She
I
offers a
like that.
transparency.
I like that. And one thing she said in her speech tonight that resonated with me that I think really sums it up. And I got a question number 2 for everybody. She said, my campaign, our campaign, I like how she says our,
Yeah,
is
right,
about the future.
right.
Their campaign is about the past. And I think that sums it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to, I'm always giving y'all stuff to read and all this stuff, right? So there's a documentary that I watched, and I'm telling all of my intellectuals and my political debaters about it because it is the best 82 minutes about the history of media and politics in this country that you're going to see. It's called The Brainwashing of My Dad. You can watch it on Freevee. It's also on Amazon Prime. But it goes from Nixon. It's a deep dive from Nixon all the way forward to tell you who the players were, what they studied, and how they designed everything that we see today. So just to wet your whistle, I'm gonna give you just a little bit. So in Nixon's administration, it was Roger Ailes who was his executive producer of television. It was a Nixon administration. Roger Ailes was the biggest Fox exec ever. He specifically sculpted Nixon's campaign because Nixon almost lost to JFK because he burned himself in that first debate. He was so horrible.
Right.
Roger Ailes coached him up, and that's how he won. From then on, Ailes crafted Nixon's messages, okay, and controlled the TV medium all the way into Reagan's era. If you look at the demographic voting blocks of America from 67 to 72, we went from all blue to all red, and it's all attributed to that programming and how that message is. So the documentary charts this one man. That's why I say the brainwashing of my dad. He was a Democrat, then he got radicalized into MAGA through this programming, and then they had to unfuck his mind, basically. And shortly before he passed, he voted for Obama. But it's the whole timeline, of this process and his life to show you how these people become who they are. And if you engage with them, it's important to understand, how this machine gets built in their head. So, The
That's good.
Brainwashing of My Dad. Please watch it. 82 minutes.
Brainwashing of my dad. Okay, Sneaky and the panel. I want to throw this question at you. One of her biggest challenges is going to be able to reach people that don't like her for whatever reason. So, Sneaky, how is she going to reach people that don't like her?
People that don't like her are already liking her. You already had the freaking black women call. You had the white women call. You had the black men call. You had the white men call. You had the veterans call. You got freaking the Nikki Haley pack right after she announced that she was running. All the independent and anti Nikki Haley Trumper people went to freaking Kamala Harris. All right, there's fewer and fewer people that don't like her now. All right. The freaking Hispanics, Spanish people are coming over there. You hear what happened in Florida?
Yeah, come on.
You heard what happened in Florida?
Yes.
Oh, shucks. It was in the Villages?
Villages.
Yeah.
The Villages is this high, ritzy, traditionally Republican, whiter than the whitest white area. And they did a golf cart rally parade
Saw
type
that.
thingy.
Yeah.
200 golf carts. They're talking about freaking Harris for president in the Villages in Florida.
Wow.
You feeling me? So the people that don't like her already. She's already going to get the anti-Trumpers. She's already going to get the vote blue no matter whose. You got the women vote. You got the people on these calls. They're already showing up. She hasn't sold a Bible. She hasn't sold a gym shoe. She hasn't sold a fucking T-shirt. And she's making money hand over fist. And all these people making these stupid ass
Record
comments
numbers.
with your red hats that you bought made in China for the freaking orange dude. Chew on that.
Moderator Mo, can you Google real quick how much money has been raised on her behalf? Can you check that real quick? We got somebody. We got Miss Amanda on the hot seat. Amanda, you got 3 minutes with us. What's going on tonight? How are you?
Hey, good evening, everybody. I was just listen to you guys talking about that phenomenal turnaround in the villages in Florida. I don't know if you guys have seen the video years ago where they were saying some pretty not awesome things in support of Trump. So they have done a complete 180, and it's so
Wow.
inspiring. Like if you look up the videos, it was dark times in Florida, and the sun is coming out, which is so inspiring and hopeful. And just seeing the way that everybody is uniting to back up future Madam President Kamala Harris.
Give us some love,
is
Sneaky. Give us some
Absolutely,
love.
absolutely.
amazing.
What, Amanda, before you leave us, what's the biggest? How does Vice President Harris? How does she touch you? What are you feeling in your heart? What makes her so likable? And I put that in air quotes. What's really resonating with you?
I mean, aside from the fact that she's insanely qualified, insanely intelligent, she's also just very charismatic and engaging, and she inspires you to smile back. So it's the depth of her, but also just the energy. I'm not just hopeful now, I am
Oh, me.
excited.
Absolutely.
Say that twice. Say that twice.
Like,
We are
so
excited.
excited.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
excited that it's just the energy, and I feel like she's going to be making a lot of changes that a lot of our young people have been concerned about, and she's going to do so in the
Yeah.
way a highly intelligent, very capable, savvy woman will do. And I can't wait. I just can't wait to watch her shine and get us where we need to be.
Yeah, Amanda, thanks to you. That's going to get her over the hump. And we love you. And reach out to your friends and tell them to get on board with us. And we really appreciate you being with us tonight. Mo, how much money has she raised so far?
So 2 days ago, it was over 200 million, and like I said, that was 2 days ago. So I am certain, especially after tonight, it's definitely the three. I know we didn't hit three.
Yeah, and she's blowing Trump out of the water with her advertisement. I saw today that on one set of ads, she spent like $28 million, where Trump may have spent $2 million. And so she's got an advertising machine behind her. She just blowing it out of the water. She's blowing it out of the water. Come on, Mo.
The other
I got a
thing
question.
was they burnt a lot. They burnt a lot of time and a lot of ground because of all of their propaganda and everything was constructed in attacks specifically against Biden personally.
Yep.
So all of whatever print, whatever ad runs and everything they may have had in the hopper created. They got to go and back build and recreate all of that because they can't use any of their. So they got a whole bunch of shit about these old these people. You can't even do that shit now. You gotta like that because none of the shit you did had anything about policy or actual facts. Because if you had that, you could have just slipped it. You could have just
Yeah, cut and paste.
voiced
Cut and
over the
paste.
name. Right, but you were so shitty. You can't hop to over old and feeble. So you gotta go.
I'll tell you to back up, Mo. See, the way commercials aren't instant. All right, you have to make them,
Right.
and then you have a release schedule. You're gonna release it this week or that week or during this game or during this. Can you imagine how much money they wasted making commercials, anti-Biden commercials, right after the RNC that
Yeah.
just went to shit? They can't release them now.
Yeah,
They
like
burned
we
through
said-
a lot of cash.
Like we said,
I
Bree,
wanna
I'm gonna
say
get to
this.
you, Bree. And like we said last week, that's the brilliance of what Biden did. I was in my feelings for a minute, but that's the brilliance of what the Democratic Party did. They waited after the RNC to say, "Oh, by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out." And by the way, I'm gonna endorse Vice President Kamala Harris. That's come on,
Get
Bree,
him out.
talk to me, Bree.
I got something for you right quick. Just
ahead.
real quick, guys. Have you guys heard yet that the former top advisor in Trump's administration, Paul Dans, who steered the Project 2025, has stepped down, and he has also stepped down from the Heritage Foundation, and
Oh.
it's because Trump is pissed because they have been a pain in his ass. And
Yeah.
they've tried to distance themselves, but 140 individuals who worked for him are a part or involved with Project 2025. But Paul
Absolutely.
Dance has stepped down.
That's good. Come on, Bray.
I
Thank
want to
you,
say this
Angel.
one thing. Somebody in the comments says Biden is Boston. He's playing chess, and that's damn right. He did play
Amen.
chess. He did play chess, and I was nervous, like I explained before. I was nervous, and I still am. A friend of mine tonight said, "Are you hopeful?" I said, "I'm not big on hope, but I have faith. I have faith, and I know that there is a distinction between the two. I'm not gonna hope. I'm gonna have faith that this is gonna work out. They spent millions and millions and millions of dollars when they should have been going ahead and
Yeah.
spreading their propaganda of what their
That's that.
platform is going to be.
Right.
Yeah, because I want to say this, and Bree, I want you to unpack, and let me, and we'll ask the panel. Bree, you can lead this conversation. I asked the panel, what are you afraid of? What is giving you apprehension? Well, before and after Biden's announcement, but if you're going to push a thing, but I was sharing one of my clients, a lying, deceitful thief never tells you he wants to rob you. He wants to kind of tell you what you want to hear. Oh, I just want to look at your beautiful home. I want to spend the night. I don't have money for a hotel. He's not going to come out and tell you, I'm going to rob you while you sleep. So if they're going to push an agenda, go ahead and own it. You got everybody behind you. Okay. You got them. So why try to lie about it? But Bree, speak to the people that feel like you and are a little apprehensive about November the 5th.
I wouldn't say I'm apprehensive necessarily, and I don't know how Mo feels because we both live in the same city. But
Okay.
I've lived here all my life, and I do live in an affluent area. Mo, I live in Western University, and I'm a realist. Okay, I'm not stupid. I'm a realist, and
Okay.
where I live is heavily Republican, and I am a black woman, and I am a single black woman, and I have a rainbow sticker on the back of my car. Those three things alone are very dangerous in Texas. Very dangerous in Texas. And I'm no fool. I'm no fool. Okay? I feel more comfortable walking down the streets of Sunnyside in the dark than I do walking down these streets of these white folks. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Mo, am I lying? Am I lying? I'd rather walk down the street in Sunnyside, Texas.
Look,
Which
that's
Google
why,
it.
that's why when I bought my house, I'm like, I told my relatives, don't show me nothing next to them folks.
That's right. That's right. So I can't. I like I said, I will walk down Sunnyside in the dead of night. Google Sunnyside, Texas. Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Before I walk down Bissnet down here in West University, it's just It's just a fact. It's just a fact. And like I said, Joe Biden did play chess. I was worried now. But I have to think about not just. I think about me. How is this going to affect me? When you vote, you have to think about how this is going to affect me and my safety and my life. Right? We all together, but it's an individual choice, and the choice is made on you what you need to feel is necessary. And that's why I was a little nervous. But he made a hell of a move, and she is so damn charismatic. She is so charismatic and so humble at the same time. And she brought up, she could have left out Tyler Green's ass as far as I'm concerned. She could have left it out. But when she brought out Quavo, I was very excited about that. That's because Quavo's from Atlanta.
Because she said my friend Quavo here, and what Quavo would say is like, he don't walk it like he talk it.
Right. But not only that, she brought out Quavo for a reason in Atlanta. Quavo used to do dirt back in the day. Okay, he used to run game, do these things at the third and the fourth, got arrested, did some time, but he got his shit together and came on back, right? And so she's met him and knows him. So she used him for the people of Atlanta. So here, this man right here was something else, and now look where he is now.
Oh, that
And
is so
he's
good.
hanging out with the vice president. That's
Okay,
all I
all right. Everybody's putting bets on what y'all about to say. In the next 5 to 7 days, she's gonna pick her VP. Who do y'all think is gonna be her VP? Everybody get one choice, and if you pick the same person, just say ditto. Who do you think she's gonna pick? And we'll start with Coach Indy and work our way up.
I really don't know who she's going to pick. I do know that because of the way the young people think, I feel like Shapiro shouldn't be it.
Oh, you say should not?
Should not be.
Yeah.
Should not be.
Okay.
I'm thinking more so Kelly. I've been hearing that name a lot. But who knows? While you were saying he was playing chess, Biden, I'm thinking now he wasn't even thinking about a board game. He was talking about poker. Because he really, I was afraid in the beginning too.
India.
He got a full
I'm
house.
just
He said
saying.
all in, chips in the middle of the table. Let's go.
Absolutely, because I was in my feelings in the beginning, but when I really start thinking back and think really deep about how the DNC and these things work, when they tap people on the shoulder, this is not you coming up and saying, "Oh, I want to be vice president and I have these qualifications. Let me throw my name in the hat." The DNC taps you on the shoulder.
Oh,
And they plan it. So I'm thinking the think tanks behind that, they have been thinking about this for a while. We just did not know.
that's true. That's true.
And so now I just have to give them kudos. That was a good poker face by that.
I'm very impressed with you. So, Coach Angel, who do you think?
I'm torn. I'm torn between Stacey Abrams and Mark Kelly, both battleground states. Both. I would like to see, personally, I'd like to see Mark Kelly. Our Sneaky and I's governor, Roy Cooper, he bowed out. So
He tipped. Yeah, I saw that the other day.
yeah, but I really would like to see, I think Mark Kelly the most, because you have Kelly Lake out there in Arizona and you've got the election deniers out there. And I think he has some sense of loyalty with military and being an astronaut that he can pull that part of the base, as back to Sneaky's comment earlier.
Yeah, Mark Kelly would be a safe pick. Bree, who do you think?
I don't know. It's not going to be a woman. I know that. I'm pretty confident in that. And I feel it's going to be a Caucasian person. That's your best bet. That's how you win. That's how you play. That's how you play chess.
That's right.
If I have to pick someone, it'd be Mark Kelly. That's our choice right now. But like you said, like India said, they've been thinking about this shit way before they announced it to us. We weren't thinking about this. Mm-hmm. We weren't thinking about any of this. You know, they planned this months and months and months and months and months ago. Right? This didn't pop up over a week of time. So
I love how he did it in the 11th hour.
Yeah. I'm thinking Mark Kelly. I don't think it's going to be an African-American man or a woman, period. But I think it's going to be a Caucasian male.
I like that. What do you think, Sneak? And then Mo.
All right. I'm going to use my whole 2 minutes on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to use my whole 2 minutes. First, the guy I want isn't even in consideration. I would absolutely love to have Pete Buttigieg, Mayor Pete, because he is an excellent communicator. And when you're dealing with young folks, he can explain the most minute shit in the most most eloquent ways. Mm-hmm. He goes on Fox and gets rounds of applause when you see what I'm saying? But I don't think he's not even in contention. The ones that are the ones being vetted that I'm aware of, Shapiro, he's too young, I think, in the government. This is his first term as a governor, but he would be a good match against J.D. Vance, but he's not my pick. Gretchen Whitmer, she already stepped down. She said she's not going to do it. Cooper already said he's not going to do it, so that's how they're running. I say Kelly, and the reason I say Kelly, and I've explained this before in a couple of videos, is one, he is a veteran. He's a Navy Gulf War vet, so you can bring in the veterans, okay? Two, he's a white guy, and Arizona. You got those two things. Three, he's an astronaut, celebrity. His name is known. Four, his wife is Gabby Gifford. Her name is known, and she was the one that was shot, and she's the one who's still an advocate for common sense gun legislature. All right, if you want to expand your base, you're not going to do better than freaking Mark Kelly. My issue is, not issue, one thing I've noticed is, let's go back to the whole Trump pick. All these knuckleheads were jumping up and down, wanting to be seen. Pick me, pick me, pick me. And the one that was quiet that you weren't even thinking about slid right in there. J.D. Vance. I'm sorry, James Bowman. That's his name. James fucking Bowman. Anyway, he changed his name twice. Like Nimrata and Raphael. Yeah, Not Ted, Raphael Cruz. Yeah, them fuckers changed their names. Anyway,
But sneaky, I heard that they may be bouncing JD Vance out because he's
I'm
become
not
such a thorn.
but see, but then that's gonna be legal challenges because he was selected by delegates, which are votes after the RNC. They're gonna get chewed up in litigation. See, Kamala can pick whoever she wants because the DNC is until August.
That's right. August 19th.
The delegates haven't freaking see. We vote for delegates. Delegates pick. All right. The problem is a lot of people don't know how the systems work. Anyway, I want to hear. I mean, what I said about the silent guy sliding in. You haven't heard Mark Kelly say shit.
Right.
He might be the silent guy that they're going to surprise you with. That's just me wargaming it, but that's my pick.
He would be a good pick. Who do you say, Mo?
I agree. I think the whole road is being Kelly, and I absolutely agree for all of the above listed reasons. I really need people to stop suggesting the following people. Number one, first and foremost, get Michelle Obama's name out your goddamn mouth.
There you go.
Let that woman fucking rest.
Thank you.
Because listen, for the love of St. Pete and Hennessy.
Not St. Pete and Hennessy.
Hey, listen, St. Pete and Hennessy. Y'all wore the hell out of that woman when she never got elected to shit.
Right.
But you wore the hell out of that woman. A lot of you ragged motherfuckers are still saying that she's a damn man. So you leave Shell alone. Okay, she was rocking her braids and her locks and her face and her stiletto nails, and she is living her best life. Okay, leave her the fuck alone. Okay, Stacey Abrams, no the fuck you not. Because you ran her down like a goddamn dog, and you want your second shot at it. No the fuck you did not get the chance to get your look back. Stop that shit. Some of the most irrational shit. Jasmine Crockett, are y'all?
Love her, but
we love her, but she's not ready. She's not ready. She's a puppy. She's not ready.
But do y'all? Okay, I know you don't read, but y'all don't even watch shit. Like, goddamn, at least watch Scandal. Just the first season.
I love Scandal.
So,
is she old enough?
Listen. We already know a 2-woman ticket has no fucking chance.
No way. There's no way.
Like, why the fuck? Why are we even on this? Like,
yeah, Mo, hold on, Mo. We got a special guest tonight on the hot seat, and I know Mo. She ready to land that plane. Mo be preaching, but Mo is making sense. Mark Kelly is leading the pack, but now there's a long dark horse. The brother out of Kentucky, Brother Bashir. We'll see. But anyway, I don't want to mispronounce your first name, but I'm going to call you Pierre. Introduce yourself, and you got 3 minutes. What's on your heart, Pierre?
Hi, everyone. My name is Josier Pierre. You can call me Josh.
Okay, Josh.
I'm definitely excited to be part of this panel. I've heard some of your lives before and some of the other panelists. It's always a pleasure. Very exciting day. I thought last week was exciting. Today was so exciting. Pierre. Seeing all those people. Anybody going to talk about crowds? They're going to have a hard time talking about crowds after what I saw today in Atlanta. It was crazy, and I loved it. Additionally, more and more polls are coming out. She is behind in Georgia, but I'm not worried because there's still time. So it's only 2 points as opposed to the way things were before.
That's
and
right.
With regards to VP picks, I'm going to slide mine in. Originally, I was thinking Gavin Newsom, but you guys know it's not possible to do that.
That's
I'm
right.
really looking at the polling and the strategy and the path towards victory, and I'm really thinking the governor of Pennsylvania right now.
That's it. All right. Well, thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. That is so good. Okay, let me ask you. Okay, let's play devil's advocate tonight. Let's play devil's advocate for a minute. Go ahead.
He should come with a timeout.
Very important about voter registration. Because there are reports of voter registration rosters being purged, people being removed. I've seen, I don't know who has the background. Who's my host? Somebody mute. So I've seen reports of, and I believe in Georgia. That's why when the brother said Georgia, I was like, ooh, let's talk about this. So there are reports that the only thing that you need to call the voter registrar's office to remove somebody is the name, address, and like the last four to social, or like some other very cursory information. What's up, Sneak?
Worse than that. In Georgia, they just released the not attorney general, the dude that does the elections. They just opened a website. All you need is the first initial, last name, county or address, and last four, and you can remove anybody from the rolls.
Wow.
You will not get an email or anything
Wow.
saying that you have been removed. Let me say this real quick, and I'll shut up. About 3 or 4 months ago, I checked everybody in my household's voters registration. Me, wife, 4 daughters. 2 days ago, my daughter called me. She went to get her driver's license renewed, and they said she wasn't registered to vote, and she had to re-register. Today, just to check, mine was good. Kimberly, my beautiful wife, was not even in there. So I called home and I told my daughter, the IT whiz, you make sure everybody's registration's good, bring everybody upstairs. Folks, check your voters registration, check it often.
Good.
Because you don't want to get caught short. Trump's been saying, I'm not worried about the votes. I got all the votes I need. I got all the votes. He's got 70 people in places that control freaking the elections in different states. And when you got shenanigans where voters' registrations are disappearing, check your shit often. And the helpful him, what we do.
2 weeks ago,
Nick,
but
you
I'll
need to
check
do a
it
video.
again.
I will. What we do is we request an absentee ballot. Then we fill it out. We witness for each other, and then once the polls open, election day, we just walk up and drop it off. Give me my sticker, so I ain't got to stay in line. That's a technique.
Oh.
Yeah. In North Carolina, I get an absentee ballot. Me, my wife, my daughters, we sit around the table. They pick whoever they want, and then we rotate one paper to the left, and everybody witnesses for each other. We close them up. Make sure you got a picture of your ID and all the stuff. Follow the rules. We seal them, and instead of putting them in the mail, we wait till elections day, and we drive down there, and we say, here you go. Here's my ballot. Walk past all the people saying, hey, my name's so-and-so, vote for me. Hey, I'm already done, buddy. Drop off your envelope. They give you my I voted sticker, and you walk away. That's what we do in North Carolina every year.
All right, Mo, lead this conversation. Give a 30,000-foot commercial about what's so dangerous about Project 2025.
Every goddamn thing. If you are not a young white man in this country, there's not a damn thing in Project 2025 that's gonna benefit you. Period. Point blank. Also, if you're not young, period. Project 2025 is built to take away every single facet of your life and to turn you into a perpetually working, perpetually poor individual. Point blank, period. It strips away the protections within the healthcare system that allow you to understand what you were billed and allow you to be fairly billed and to allow you to be fairly seen. It takes away the freedom that you have just, roll around the streets and at home because, hey, cops will have immunity.
Thank you.
They call it qualified immunity, but who's doing the qualification?
There it is.
That part. Also, this is plans to turn over control of police forces, so it's no longer within the municipality. No, we want to make them part of the federal armed force. So, hold up, wait. So you mean when you arrest me, it ain't even the city or the county or the state arrested me, it's the federal government. So where did you fit to take you? Okay.
Where's the line? Where's the line?
Exactly. Then for LGBTQ rights, like literally Project 2025 wants to turn this nation into a Christian nation. And regardless of if you are a Christian or not, you more probably than not, you are not the type of Christian that they are wanting to turn everyone into. Okay, because really, Christian evangelicalism is not Christian, in fact, at all.
At all.
Jesus will look at them and be like, "Get your name out my mouth."
They don't know about Jesus. They only know about that Old Testament. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Yeah.
And if Jesus was here today, and I'm gonna say this. If Jesus was here today, they'd have him killed because he looks like us. If Jesus was here today, they'd have him killed. They'd have him killed.
Talk to me and drink my liquor.
Well, no, not only that, they either that or they have him put in jail because more than likely the first homeless person he had a bottle of water to, or if he went to the line at voting and handed somebody water, they'd arrest him because they got laws in place in a lot of places that you can't hand people that are waiting in line to vote a
Here in
fucking bottle of
Georgia.
water or a goddamn snack. So yeah, Jesus show up with his fish and loaves. They're gonna be like, nah, bro, you
Preach, Bishop. Preach, Bishop. Preach, Bishop.
know, they like, hey, grab
I
them
can't
sandals,
stand.
grab them sandals, and let's go.
The scariest thing to me, and I'll let Sneak and Bree and Angel and India chime in. What really scares me about Project 2025, and I downloaded it to my phone, and I got they were doing some lives about it, and it's like a list of about 35, 40 things that just one-liners. But can you imagine? I think Mo just touched on it. Can you imagine policemen with immunity? Look at they trying to reinstate the brother that shot and killed Sonia Massey. They said that he's off work without cause. Really? Can you imagine now being pulled over at
So
10 o'clock at night and the police have zero immunity? And
well,
they had a bad day. They mad at their wife and they've had a
And that
bad
could be
day.
at 3 in the
so
afternoon.
actually, you know what? This is perfect. Let's compare and contrast Project 2025 versus what Kamala Harris is proposing in exactly this case. Okay, so Project 2025 wants to have absolutely no controls, no fetters, no nothing. Because let's take this particular motherfucker in this case. Okay, so he didn't even complete 2 years in the army because he got discharged because his behavior was so fucking problematic, and he was a goddamn mechanic. What kind of shit can you do in the army as a mechanic that you so problematic? They say, you know what, bro, we good.
Hey, hello. Come on, Mo.
You know what? Earl will change the oil. Don't. Then he went through 5 or 6 different departments, also being exited because he was problematic. So again, he was being shifted and also had DUIs. So not only are you problematic at work, you was a menace on the road.
You menace to
There you go.
society, period.
Now,
I think all those
and he
departments should be
also-
sued.
and he also had incidents already in the department in which he was in. So now, the two platforms, Project 2025 would say, I mean, you know, it's up to the departments to do what they do. And, I mean, you ain't got to say nothing, you know, from where you go. I mean, it's up to them if they want to find it out. But I mean, you ain't obligated to say that. I mean, you know, it's whatever. Kamala Harris wants a nationwide database that will track and follow those incidents and those behaviors, so this motherfucker would never have gotten job one.
That is so good.
Understood that you done came out the army a whole ass problem, and if the army didn't want you,
Come
then
on.
that's the ultimate force. If the army said, you know what, we really can't figure out how to control your ass, just go on.
We
What would
good.
make you think that you could be a law enforcement officer? Like, come on, y'all. Like, how are we allowing this? Also, along with this Christian evangelicalism, I also want y'all to understand and know that Mormonism is the other high Christian
Stop sneaking.
fabric that is the undercurrent that runs in our system. So you have Christian evangelicalism within the politics, you know, and the governance, but Mormon doctrine is heavily entrenched in our law enforcement and the practical, you know, the people that are
Okay, hold on. Time, Mo. Time. Go ahead, Sneak.
I do hear that in the background. I was wondering who that was, like talking or something.
Yeah, so it's like a
Wow,
man
get it back
talking.
there.
Yeah. Anyway, two things. One thing we addressed earlier, they already unalized Jesus for his politics. That happened already. The government got the black dude. It happened
That's right.
already.
That's
There you go. Now, Sharia law is a problem that I have with Project 2025. Because if you were preaching and yelling and screaming years back in their politics, oh, we can't have Sharia law. We're going to freaking ban the freaking Muslim people. Can't have Sharia law. They're going to make you live according to their religion. What's the difference?
That's right.
Sharia law, Christian law. Project 2025 is the Christian version, Christian 2.0 of Sharia law. That's
That's
my
good.
argument, and that's
That's
why
good.
it shouldn't be in place.
That is so good. Come on, Bree.
I think Project 2025 is an absolute distortion of reality and what we're all fighting for. It aligns with no values, there's nothing in it that is for the people. If you're a
Right.
cisgender white male, you get everything you fucking want, but that's not the people, and they tend to forget that. These cisgender white men, they forget that they are not the people.
Right.
We the people. That is that's what it is. I'm scared for my friends that are LGBTQ having they already don't have any rights, just take away what little dignity they have. And having this policing, I mean, it's just insane to me. There was a case a couple years back where this young man went from the police department to police department to police department to police department until he kidnapped a young girl and then unalived her.
Yeah.
It's right out of her house. But he had been through so many departments and no one caught the red flags. No one caught anything. But he was allowed to go from city to county to county to city. No one caught it. That shit is of concern to me. I just think it's a terrible. I would want to go on record saying that today Trump did say he was not going to endorse 2025. He did say that. I saw that on Twitter.
He's a liar too, but okay.
He told in an interview. He told JD Vance. JD Vance said that he knows he's lying about when he says he disavows it. His vice presidential pick, in an interview said, "Yeah, when Trump says he disavowed Project 2025, we know he's lying. He's just saying that so that the masses."
He also said he got shot by a bullet too for democracy. So, but anyway, come on, Coach Angel.
Let me say this real quick. I saw something on Twitter this morning or this afternoon where he comes out of a building. He's being filmed coming out of a building and he's waving and ain't a motherfucking looking at him. Nobody concerned about his ass. He's just waving with his broke ass ear and nobody is even acknowledging that he's there. That's all I have to say. I'm done with that. Shut up, Mo.
Come on, Coach Angel, then Miss India.
Okay, so what was the question again? Because I'm so distracted.
Project 2025, what's wrong with it?
Everything's wrong with it. Everything's wrong with it. Because when you think about it, it is more of, it reminds me of Handmaid's Tale. Like all of the things that are there. It kind of takes you back to that. And Bree is absolutely correct. If you're a white cis male, it's amen. It's fantastic. But if you are, a person of color or myself, even as a woman, we're not benefiting from that. We're subservient. I think it is a pipe dream. I think they watch too much TV because that is a fantasy world, and that is not. In my opinion, that is not what we're about. That's not a way forward.
I think Coach India, and then you got Faith on the hot seat. She finally got, she got right for us because she wanted to come on and talk to her. But when America as a whole, if we feel like our rights are threatened, that's one way to unify a nation. You know what I'm saying? Because freedom is freedom, and you can argue that all day, but at least give me the right to do what I want to do. And I may be harming myself or whatever that looks like. I want the right to do that, But come on, Coach India, what's wrong with Project 2025? And we want to hear Faith. And Mo, give Faith 4 minutes.
I think I want to go more to you was asking about what am I afraid of? My fear,
Okay.
Besides the fact that the possibility that he could win, but even more so, what would we as a community do about it?
Amen.
My fear is that we would do nothing. And I am at this point of, before I became PD, very radical and very Black Panther minded and etc. And I just feel like if we're not thinking that, like, what are we going to do if she doesn't win?
That's a good point.
We cannot keep doing the same old thing and waiting for the next cycle. Or I think we would be the Handmaid's Tale.
That's a great point. Well, Faith, welcome to Blue Table Talk for men and women. So we call it the Blue Table Talk now. And what's on your heart tonight? You got about 4 minutes on the hot seat. Come on.
Well, can y'all hear me first? Want to make sure.
Ma'am.
All right. So first, I just want to touch on this Project 2025 situation. I'm LGBTQ. Okay.
Okay.
I have a beautiful wife. I have a daughter. I also have a relationship with God. Okay.
Amen.
Christians that are preaching Christianity right now, I have to agree, are just, they're not preaching the gospel.
That's
They're
right.
not preaching anything towards it. Okay. Jesus didn't call saints, he called sinners.
Hello.
He didn't preach in the church. He preached outside. He only preached in a synagogue once. He was 12 years old.
All right,
He
Faith.
flipped tables in a church for collecting money in the name of God. I'm just saying, as a country, we've lost touch with what the Constitution was supposed to be.
Yes, ma'am.
Freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom to be yourself. And instead, we've been trying to put people in boxes. We've been trying to put God in boxes and using that as a political standpoint. That's absolutely ridiculous to me. And Project 2025 stands on that basis. I have a daughter. I'm terrified for her. She's not going to have a choice to her own body by the time she's able to even make a choice.
My Lord. My Lord.
That's not okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're going to sit here and we're going to say, oh, the economy was great when Trump was in office. Okay.
Come on.
Was it though? Was it? Has our economy been great in a long ass time? No, it has not. That's just the hard truth of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it.
Inserting ourselves into wars we don't belong into and funneling our money to other countries instead of turning around and giving it to our people. You want to talk about that? That's ridiculous. Camilla's sitting here and she's fighting for everybody, every color, every orientation. She's a Christian and she has a Jew as a husband.
Come on.
You're going to sit there and tell me that one nation under God means that we're going to follow somebody who tells us on national TV, vote for me and I'll make sure you never have to vote again? I'm sorry, that's the end of democracy, sir. You're preaching against the Constitution.
That's exactly correct, Faith. That Faith, you sound so passionate tonight, Faith. Faith, are you gonna vote blue this year, Faith?
I sure as hell am. I sure as hell am.
That's for Faith. That's for you, Faith. We love you, Faith.
Thank you for following us, Faith. We got a new follower
Thank you,
now,
Faith.
y'all. Faith was
I
preaching,
got one
y'all.
thing real quick. So just a tip, Faith, for the proper pronunciation. It's like it's so like an exclamation mark, a period. It's comma and then love. So comma love is how you pronounce it. That's how you pronounce her name.
Who is that talking in the background?
Yeah, I don't know.
My son.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So yeah, the proper pronunciation is Kamala. So Kamala,
yeah. COMMA, like comma, law.
comma, and then
That's
love.
how you pronounce it. And okay, let's ask this, and I'm gonna chase a rabbit since we're here. And I know this to me, it's not petty. It's not petty. Why do you think they are purposely mispronouncing her name? And then they just say her name Kamala, and Trump wants to say it's 7 different ways to say her name. Come on, what's wrong with it?
I got it. It's the same shit in corporate America. I know exactly the answer to this. Okay. So,
Come on.
and also there's another bastardization of it that's being used, Camilla, which is a
Yeah.
nod to Camilla Parker Bowles, which is another nod to that hot tour shit. So it's all either microaggression or passive aggressive, or it's just plain, simply being
Disrespect.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in corporate America, it's very common to disrespect a black woman by mispronouncing her name. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, if you can say Tchaikovsky, you can motherfucking say whatever the fuck is on that paper. So we know
Right.
emphatically and simply they can. They're absolutely refusing to do so purposefully and willingly. It is a purposeful show of disrespect,
That's
but
right.
it is so nuanced that they can claim that there's other pronunciations that I don't know or whatever, because that is gaslighting. Thank you for my TED Talk on racism.
Thank you, Mo.
It's,
Come on,
it's,
Snake.
it's blatant disrespect.
Let
All
me-
right. If you could say Vivek Ramaswamy all over Fox, all over these, if you could say Vivek fucking Swami, I added a fucking. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can say you can say Kamala Harris.
Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Story time. I used to work in the Middle East. I used to work with a lot of people from Uganda, Kenya, Peru, various places. Okay, when it comes to a name, and I'm passionate about pronouncing people's names correctly.
Me too.
Okay, when it comes to a name, especially when you're dealing with people outside of the United States, because a lot of people here are just stuck here, can't get outside of. They've never left this country. A lot of names are tribes. A lot of names are tradition. A lot of names mean things, very important things. All right. There was this young man, worked for me, United States Embassy in Iraq, and his name was, listen carefully, Ngwanzi Boha. It took me 2 days because I refused to disrespect that boy's name. What we would do is we have a formation of whatever amount of 20, 30, 40, 50 people, and we go down the roster. Jones, Jackson, blah, 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 so-and-so, so-and-so. How do you say this?
Okay.
Sa. It's in Ngwanzi Boha. All right, brother. I got you. Took me 2 days to get it right. But then I called that roster so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and Ngwanzi Boha. That dude, he was so proud, and I felt so good. Because although that was his name, that was his tribe. He was from the Ngwanzi Boha tribe. Okay, I'm passionate when it comes to names. I don't care if it's your first name or your last name. And if you're going to call her Camilla or Kamala just because you don't want to say Kamala, you're being disrespectful. You're being petty.
You know what?
Yeah.
Think about the movie Roots.
Yeah.
Kunta versus Toby.
Yeah.
He
was adamant.
They know how important our names are to us. They know.
They know. That's y'all better. This has been a good show. Okay, Coach India, lead us out with your final thoughts. Bougie had to leave us. Coach India, sneaking in Mo, and then Coach Angel.
Whoops, sorry. I'm jumping. It's storming over here, and I am definitely afraid of thunder and lightning.
Okay.
But I'm not afraid of y'all if y'all say something crazy to me. I know that. Don't get it twisted.
She said, fuck around and find out.
Okay? Vote blue. If you're not a bot, stop asking the dumb questions. You know, stop talking about whether or not she's black and da-da-da-da-da-da. Stop it. Say it with your chest that you just don't want to vote for her.
That's all.
You understand? Because I'm voting for her, just like how I felt with Biden. I mean, I love the fact that she is super qualified.
Capital super.
But I don't care what you know what I mean? Say her name and say it properly. But it don't matter what they do on the other side. It don't matter what they say. I'm voting for her. Yes, because she's qualified, but yes, because she's a woman. Yes, because she looks like my daughters. She looks like me. She looks like my nieces. And I am voting for her. And if you start that conversation as well, I'm not going to vote for her in the Democratic Party, this, that, and the other. Sit your stupid ass down somewhere.
We passionate, y'all.
Y'all have a great week.
This is a great conversation. And you be careful over there and tell Mama we say hey.
Okay, thank you.
Come on, Sneak.
Well, I'm going to revisit something I said earlier. I normally ignore the chat, especially when there's a bunch of coming out of it. But there was a comment that I didn't address that popped up when we were talking about Kamala Harris. And he says, well, then she's going to have your butt arrested, talking about that false premise about how many thousands of people she had arrested when it was only 45. Totally ignoring the fact that there was what was it, 3 strikes and you're out that she didn't control. But no, I'm not worried about her having me arrested. I want to get her elected so that she can get your orange boy arrested. There you go. Love you guys. This is the best. This is the best live on TikTok. We don't argue. We don't fuss. We don't yell over each other. If you want to gain some knowledge, tell your friends. Come back next week. Love you guys, and I'll see you when I see you.
Love you, man. Love you, man. Come on, Mo.
Well, I will tell you, I know, we've covered all of the points and da-da-da-da. So I will talk about one thing we didn't talk about and one thing I heard her talk about that I was like, yeah. So, and it was in her speech tonight, and I think in the Wisconsin speech as well, because they're very similar. She talked about, in terms of stimulating the economy and rebuilding the working class, putting regulations on fees and charges
Of banks.
things within the banking system. Well, that's where I work at, y'all. I know how much they charging y'all asses and how much y'all paying for shit that y'all ain't gotta pay. It would be real nice. And also, and okay, listen, don't judge me. Or judge me, I don't give a fuck. This is how I've known, based on my industry, whether or not the policy is good. The more money I make, the more y'all are getting fucked.
Right.
I've made the most bonuses of my entire career under Trump.
Right.
Bonuses that equal people's salary, yearly salaries.
Yeah, and you see it, don't you? You see it, don't you?
Yeah. So and I know that's because people are being forced like nobody's business. And if I'm getting that much, you can just imagine all of those above me. Okay? Yeah. So she's talking about regulations and things that are going to affect and put money back where the money is being siphoned off. And listen, y'all being worked the fuck over. 45 wants to continue to siphon that off further. Now, if I was one of these individualistic assholes, I'd be voting for him because, baby, okay, my bucks would be banging.
Right.
What I understand is I have an obligation to further than just my household and further than just my family and myself. It's not good enough for just me to be good. We all have to be good.
That's
together.
right. That's right.
And
that's good,
Mo. And that's what Harris is talking about. And that's why I'm with her.
That's good, Mo. Thank you, Mo. Love you, Coach Mo.
See y'all.
Come on, Coach Angel.
You know, I can't say it enough. And to Sneaky's point, I try to ignore the comments, but some of the stuff that was just coming through the chat was amazing. Somebody said that Project 2025 was a hoax that Democrats made up. Okay, so their director just stepped down because of it's a hoax that we made up. It's 969 pages. And it's a hoax, and 141 people who worked for him in some capacity while he was president is involved in it, but it's a hoax that we made up, and they talk about it.
He spoke at the Heritage Foundation's conference 2 years ago and congratulated them on the work they've done. His name is mentioned 312 times. Abortion is mentioned 190 times. So it's way more than a hoax. You can download it. Google is your friend. It is not a hoax. They want you to believe it's a hoax. That's what they want you to believe. So you drunk the Kool-Aid. You win. They win it with you. Go ahead, Coach Angel. I apologize.
It's perfectly okay. But that was one comment that really kind of stuck out to me. Because the level of ignorance is unnecessary. And honestly, when you're voting, when your life depends on it, it's really actually, that ignorance is unacceptable. Educate yourself. Google is your friend. You can find anything anywhere. I promise you. And I did that with an ex-husband who cheated back in 2005. And that was back in 2005. So, here we are, 2024. I guarantee you can find out everything you need to find and vet your sources. I am excited. I am overjoyed that she's running. I think she has the capability to be very charismatic and can come across to people of all, meaning young, older, white, people of color, LGBTQIA plus communities, like the whole gamut. She has a capability of uniting. And I think we're seeing that with the energy that she's bringing, and the excitement of those who are, look at her fundraising, well over 200 million in a week, not a whole campaign season.
That's right.
A week. So, I am super stoked, and I would tell you to get out and vote, especially if you are in those marginalized communities. Vote like your life depends on it, including you women. You actually are in a marginalized group. So please vote like your life depends on it. Because if this doesn't happen, if we don't boost him out,
That's
it's
right.
going to be scary to see what the future is for all of us
That's right.
within those marginalized communities. So with that, I love y'all. Love the show. What is this, 102nd, 103rd
Yeah,
show?
102. Yeah, two more. In
102?
two more. We've been the Blue Table Talk for 2 years, and we'll have a celebration in a couple of weeks. But I'm very excited about the progress that we've made. So anyway, you have a good night, and tell them young men to keep being your soldiers. All right, and we appreciate you. All right.
Yes, absolutely. Love you guys.
All right. Love you back. She said one thing, and Faith came on, and she just joined the energy of our panel tonight. Vice President Kamala Harris was in Atlanta, Georgia tonight at a rally. And one of the things she said, and I said it earlier in our show, one of the things she said, this administration or this campaign is about the future. Our campaign is about the future. Their campaign is about the past. And I like what Coach Angel just said, and everybody said tonight, if he gets elected, it's not going to be pretty. And he's really letting it slip, his ideology. Project 2025 is Donald Trump's ideology. He really didn't know what he was doing first time. The fox got into the hen house and really didn't know what to do. But he's got a whiff now. He's got a better understanding the potential that he has. And he's wanting to be more of a dictator and set everything in motion to do just that. And I challenge you tonight, if you're going to vote for Vice President Kamala Harris, know why. Get your research. Google is our friend. Don't let people say, President Obama and President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris not going to do much for black people. Google it. What has the Biden-Harris administration done for black people? $16 billion to HBCUs, for example. Google, what did President Trump do? And if you want to hang your hat on, we got stimulus checks in our hand. $1,200? Really? $1,200 for a whole year? $1,200? Really? Okay. And you hear people that look like me say, "Oh, he's got our best interest in mind." Why didn't he select Senator Tim Scott to be his VP? Or Byron Douglas? I may be mispronouncing his last name. Look at his administration and see how diverse it is, or not diverse it is. Okay? But do your homework. Don't let people don't let people TT on your head and tell you it's raining. Do your own research. And I have people that I go back and forth that just love Donald Trump. And when I come across positive things for Vice President Kamala Harris, I tag them on it. Well, I don't support her anyway, so I don't need to add that to my database. Well, if you're going to argue against a person, or at least have the facts, say it right, tell it right. Okay, be correct when you talk about somebody. We know why we will not support Donald Trump. He led an insurrection. Thousands of people marched against the Capitol to overturn the election. That's all I need to know. You led an insurrection. Can you imagine if that had happened under President Obama's watch and a lot of us charged the Capitol? Do you think they would have waited to call the National Guard? Okay. But I'm so excited about her. The energy is infectious. Her laughter is infectious. Her smile is infectious. I did not think we could top what President Obama did. And now we have proof. And I think For such a time as this, go look at the book of Esther. For such a time as this, I think the timing is perfect. The time is right. But anyway, let's get out here. Thank you for tonight. Listen, make sure you check your registration, check your voter registration, and we'll be back next week talking more about Vote Blue. All right, we got a lot to talk about next week. We got some relationship stuff to get caught up on with Bree. All right, well, listen, be encouraged, and as I always say, if you stay high on life, life's gonna stay high on you.